Hey guys, JP Guy here playing some Yooka Laylee toy box. This is the demo. It's a pre-alpha build, as you can see in the lower left-hand corner. The game is set to come out next year, but they released this demo yesterday so that people can try it out, specifically for individuals who backed the Kickstarter, who contributed a certain amount when they first started the funding of the game. And I was one of them because I'm very excited about this formation of this company called Platonic Games. They are former Rare employees who created games like Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Donkey Kong Country, and a couple other Rare games. There's a lot of them. And so this is meant to be a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, for those of you who don't know. For those of you who do know, you're probably just about as excited as I am. So we're going to go ahead and check out the toy box. I think it's kind of funny. This guy kind of reminds me of an Xbox Connect, which I think is what the Rare employees were doing for a while. So a lot of the people who worked on this game, I think, worked on Xbox Connect and did the Connect Sports games. So I think that's a little bit of a funny jab to their past. But here we just collected a quill. Quills are the equivalent of musical notes, if you're comparing it to the Banjo-Kazooie series. That just said that we can hit this open, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Alright. So there are 100 quills in this world, just like the Banjo-Kazooie levels. I'm making a funny squeaky noise when I roll around like this. And it's teaching me how to swim, but I'm not going to worry about that part yet. I want to get these quills. I'm getting that weird noise every once in a while. I don't know what it is. I just started using a new recording software. It's called OBS Studio. It's an open source. It's pretty neat. But occasionally I get this pickup. I don't know if it's from my mic or if it's from the software, from this game. I don't think it's from this game though. Could be from my computer, but anyways. I'm really excited about this. This is pretty early build, so you can see that the majority of this area is just a bunch of green and yellow squares, or cubes, I guess, of walking around on. But they do have some textures that they are including in the final game. I don't know how much more. I think this is what they've been testing, just the basic movements of the characters. The gameplay feels pretty solid. There's probably a couple things that still could be a little bit better. For example, this rolling movement is a little bit crazy. And this essentially replaces the Talon Trot in Banjo-Kazooie. It's a little bit harder to control, but it goes pretty quick, which is pretty neat. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where I need to go next. I did this earlier and I got almost all the quills beforehand. Let's see. There's that noise again. I wonder if it's from the game, because it came in the exact same spot. Oh, it's... That's what the noise is. Okay. It's these propellers. For some reason I thought it was my own computer or something. But it's these. I mean, if you hear it, it kind of sounds like a weird, like, audio glitch. But with the being able to see it, you can actually tell that it's not an audio glitch. So that makes me feel a heck of a lot better. And here we have our enemy. In this demo, as you can see, I'm running into him over and over again. We have infinite health. So we're gonna fight all these guys, just to show off the combat a little bit. It's very simplified. The only moves you can use is that. That guy has a hat for some reason, which is kind of cool. But you can actually use this rolling move to attack them, which is, I think, is funny. It's not the most effective, but if you're running into a crowd, you can use it to... Oh, that guy got me. Die. And then we can go ahead and check this room out in here. Because this is alpha testing, it's pre-alpha testing, they show off a lot of test stuff. Like, for example, the enemies we just fought, they have all these cycle animations right here, which I think is kind of cool. They're kind of opening up, letting us backers know not only what they've made so far, but kind of giving us a window into how they test things like that. I thought there was a chest up here, but I could be mistaken. I could have sworn there was some close over here. I guess not. We're gonna keep looking, man. Alright, I'm gonna work my way back over to that mainland over there, and I'll start talking again then. Alright, I made it back onto the main area. We're gonna go ahead and talk to this guy again. Good news, users, I exterminated all the other NPCs in this simulation. Now you can roam free. And the reason why he says that is because some people might be afraid that there's spoilers, that this might give off part of the game. But they specifically designed this so that it's a way that we can experience the moveset without having any spoilers to ruin any of the plot or whatever. And it's funny because like when I talk to this guy, he says he doesn't cover repeat dialogue, which is kind of not true, because if I talk to him again, he repeats that dialogue of not repeating dialogue. They have a very cheeky sense of humor at Rare and I guess now Platonic Games. So if you enjoyed the humor of Banjo-Kazooie and other games that Rare's made, then it's gonna be just like it now. They like to poke fun at themselves a little bit. That VR guy just told me that I can do this kind of... It's not a backflip, I guess. It's like more like a spring jump. It kind of reminds me of Diddy Kong's jump. Alright, here's some more quills. Let's go ahead and grab these. They don't have a pushing animation yet, which hopefully... I'm pretty sure they will. They wouldn't leave that out. And then we have kind of this little pushing puzzle. I'm gonna move this over here. And then we go to the next room. The next puzzle's a little bit more tricky, but not by much. And it's interesting how, like, when the camera pans out like this, that the audio of the characters kind of dims out, which is kind of cool. I don't know what I think about it for sure. It kind of reminds me that I'm playing a game and I'm not in an immersive experience, so I don't know for sure. What do you have to say now? You haven't seen any organics around here, have you? So difficult to satisfy the urge to exterminate in this empty simulation. What do you think of the different cameras leading up to this point? Do you have a favorite? I'm advised meat beings can discuss feedback on the Platonic forums at forums.platonicgames.com. Wi-Fi here is rubbish though, so I couldn't tell you if that's just hearsay. So, you know, they're obviously telling you that, hey, if you want to give feedback to this game, you can go to this forum, but they leave out, like, they just make fun of themselves by saying, you know, Wi-Fi is pretty rubbish. So they're just joking around. Alright, let me go back to the place and I'll cut back. Alright, we're back. I decided to go to this little pool area so we can collect these little quills. The swimming controls are quite a bit different than what they were in Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie. So it took me a little bit to get used to it, but I actually like it a whole lot more. So instead of having to press A or B every time you wanted to swim, you only need to press A if you want to rise up out of the water, which I think is pretty neat. And then you can press X to dive down, and then you just use the control pad to move around. I think it's a much smoother swimming experience. I know I can make it here. I've made it before. I'm pretty sure there's a more efficient way of getting to this point. Okay, second try, not too bad. Alright, we'll go ahead and open this chest. Get the... What are they even called again? I already forgot what they're called. Kind of like how this bridge squeaks. It's kind of nice. Like, even though this is a pre-alpha build, like, and there's a lot that's missing, it still is kind of a pleasant experience. Except for the camera sometimes goes a little bit crazy when you're close to an edge. It hasn't been too bad yet in this recording, but there's some points where it gets pretty awful. Okay. And so the movesets, especially the jumping, just is... I mean, it works a little bit differently, but it feels a lot like Banjo-Kazooie with Laylee's little hover jump thingy there. Alright, we're gonna go down this slide and get this quill in the middle. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna cut right here so I can find some more quills. Alright, we're back to where we started at the very beginning. There is a chest up there. I couldn't figure it out before. I actually watched someone else play through this. And turns out there is a little secret right here. Alright, I think we need to do spring into flutter jump. Where do I go from here, though? Oh, no, I go back here. That's right, okay. So the platforming in this demo so far, it makes you think a little bit. You have to... It's not always as straightforward as you think. You have to kind of look around a little bit, which I think is kind of nice. Even though it's a pre-alpha build, they are still trying to offer a little bit of challenge. Now, if I collect all of the quills, then I'll get a special bonus. I'll be able to see some things. It's not that impressive, what I can actually see. It's more of, like, playing around with the gameplay. They don't spoil anything at all. Alright. Where do I want to go? Okay, I did go up there, so we're good. Okay, we want to go over here next. I love how Laylee just kind of dangles her feet while holding on to Yooka. It's kind of nice. I feel like it's really organic how Laylee just fits right on top of Yuka's head and just holds on. The animation is really solid in my opinion. The stuff that they have done at least. I mean, as we saw earlier, they don't quite have the pushing block animation yet. Alright, so I was freaking out a little bit with this thing. It's really hard to control, but it turns out I'm using this to go up the slopes. If I just try to walk up it, I slide down like that. Originally I thought I had to like constantly roll really fast just to stay on the hill without falling, but it turns out you can hold still. At the same time, we need momentum so that we can get over here. Alright. Missed that quill, which stinks. Let's see if I can do it without falling all the way. At least it didn't fall all the way. That's not too bad. Alright, perfect. Did I miss one? I don't think I did. Okay. So we are halfway through, which is pretty sweet. I keep thinking these fans are like some weird audio glitch, and it keeps freaking me out until I remember that this is just the game. Another thing with sound I've noticed with Yuka's spin attack here is that it's the exact same sound effect that they use in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts when Kazooie swings around the wrench. It's the exact same sound effect, which I think is kind of funny. That's kind of cute how Yooka helps. I mean, Laylee helps Yooka out. I still gotta get used to their names. For some reason, I guess I grew up with Banjo-Kazooie, so it just came more natural. These new names, they feel like they should be one name, even though they're two separate names. Which I guess it's based off of a music instrument, you know. Okay, so we got this little puzzle here to push this ball. I'm doing okay with it this time. The first time I did it, I was struggling quite a bit. Alright. Don't fall off the ledge. We want to put it in this little hole right here. And bingo. We get 5 quills for that one. Alright, I'm going to cut here until I find some more quills. Actually, no, never mind. We're just going to go over this way. So this is an interesting thing. You can run in here and you start running fast and the animation goes crazy and jumpy. I wonder if they're gonna keep that as like a final thing, or if they're gonna fix the frame rate a little bit, because it gets a little bit, I don't know what you say, a little bit choppy. But this allows us to run really fast. Sonic speed. Okay, sweet, we made it. The ground pounds feel really satisfying. It's just essentially if this was the real Banjo 3 that we actually wanted on Xbox. That's pretty much how this game feels. If Rare didn't take a creative direction and do Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts instead, I feel like this is the game we would have gotten. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you've seen that I did do Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts for a while. My content's been pretty sporadic on that one, and my opinions on the game haven't always been that positive. I'm thinking about starting that series over, and I want to try to look at it with a fresh perspective. There's a lot of people who actually like the game. Maybe not a lot, but there's some people who actually like the game, and I kind of realize the reason why I don't like it is because I expect it to be like this, like the game I'm playing right now. Like, I wanted a legit Banjo-Kazooie sequel, whereas instead I got this car building simulator thing, and I missed that, so we gotta go all the way around. I don't know how I feel about this. It seems a little bit hard to control, but I guess they're just messing around with physics. There's probably something to do with it. And in this room there's no quills, but there is a lot of textures, which is pretty cool. There's like a little NPC figurine zooming around. And then they got a lot of cool particle effects, like this right here, zappy zap zap. They don't hurt me at all. Maybe this frosty one. That's pretty cool. Let me get up here. And there's our little virtual reality Xbox Connect guy friend. Robots really enjoy particle effects. I actually didn't know that. Do you see the same thing? Oh yeah, look at those particles. If I keep talking to him, does he keep saying different things? Okay, he doesn't. We're gonna go ahead and leave now. Okay guys, this has been going for a while. This is actually at the end of the video, so I'm gonna put this in the middle, and I think we're gonna split this into 2 parts. So I'm saying this so that you know that there's a part 2. I'll leave the link to the part 2 right here. Thanks so much for watching. Please sure to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks so much. Bye.